So Brad, let's talk a little bit about and share with everyone the lockup schedule and the way that we did it, the reason why, and the benefits to anybody looking at the project.
Coming from outside the space and then going into the space, you make friends, and it doesn't matter which business you're in. If you're in the restaurant industry, you're going to meet other restaurateurs. If you're in marketing, you're going to meet other marketing agency owners. In crypto is no different, right? So we had the pleasure of having firsthand experience on so many launches that a lot of people don't normally get to see, right? So they're kind of shielded from the ebbs and flows, from the problems that the dev team incurs. But because we're on a dev team, sometimes they'll call and bounce some ideas off us or say this or say that. And some of the knowledge that you pick up on other people's launches, whether it be 1, 5, 10, gives you some really good insight on what to do if you're in their situation, because you can kind of see everything from start to finish and then see the repercussions of those decisions. And, one of the big things that we had to talk about and had to deal with was the lockup schedule, right? And even the owner of Binance, the CEO of Binance, says the first crypto project to convince its user base to lock up its token for 10 years is going to win, because of the way that people are super emotional with crypto. From purchasing to holding, they run on emotions. It's not the typical trader, the large fund trader that uses logic and reasoning, because there's so much emotion with it. There's a lot of just panic sells. So this lockup schedule was basically forced people in the private sale that wanted to participate to abide by a long 3-year schedule that releases, over the course of weeks, to ease in the amount of token, to make sure that there's no real hard dumps or mitigate any hard dumps if at all possible, right? So we locked up the token for as long as any project, I think, has done for right now.
The advisors are at 5 years, the team's at 5 years, and then there's a 3-year for the private sale. So, listen, man, it was I think in the crypto market, it's a pretty stringent, terms for people to agree to. And I think that just goes to show you the confidence that people have in the business model, in the mission, in the camaraderie, in the team, the execution, and what kind of impact we can have on it. I think that's a real show of confidence that people were willing to agree to that stringent of a lockup schedule, and still said, you know what, man, we're in it for the long haul.
Yeah, it's kind of like, if they're so used to getting the tokens right out of the gate, and they're so used to seeing these big dumps, and nobody was really used to a vesting schedule. So when we went to AMAs, when we went to other project owners, they said, fat chance, nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to want to. But we had an incredible amount of people in the private sale. And those people in the private sale are going to be rewarded, because we stuck to our guns with every influencer. And anybody who came to the project said, hey, I would like to help the project. Just give me some extra token on the side. Ahead of the lockup schedule, we said, absolutely no, we'd rather not. Just because we saw what happened to other projects. So it's, we stuck to our guns, all of us, through and through, and it's gonna show in the long run.
Yeah. So, talking about the lockup schedule, the other thing is when you look at the team and the advisors, the big names in the project, they're all at a 5-year term. So this is not something that anybody is looking at short term, and really have kind of said, hey, you know what, just so this doesn't have to be a distraction, we're just going to put it out here because what we're building is going to be sustainable far beyond that. And to show our commitment and our confidence in the project, we said, let's just lock us up the longest, and then and that way we're leading by example, and how much confidence that we have. So, we sure aren't betting with all the work that we're doing, the time, the commitment, the money, the energy, the relationships, the time away from our family, that this isn't going to win. We'd be fools to be thinking like that, because we have the most on the line out of anyone, And we said, let's put our money where our mouth is, and that should be a lot of confidence for other people coming in the project.